This courtroom is heating up. Dustin Knight faces a charge of collision involving death. And the case has been dragging for far too long. Everyone's eager to get this to trial. Meanwhile, Miguel Martinez is up for a tough battle with a serious charge of aggravated sexual assault of a child, and Dakota Kuhn is under a probation revocation motion. Will they get their day in court, or will legal delays and new motions get in the way? Stick with us to find out. The stakes are high.
Good morning, sir. You're Dustin Knight. And so is this a re-indictment or is it two cases?
It's a re-indictment, Judge.
All right.
It just changed the language. We've discussed it. It's the same charge.
Sure.
You can just,
if you don't mind getting that other one dismissed, now that it's been indicted, that'll clean up what I'm looking at as well. Okay. And sir, you're Dustin Knight. And Mr. Knight is charged with collision involving death. Case set for trial to begin with jury selection next Monday. Mr. Gertz and Ms. Malfino contacted me Friday. I know Mr. Gertz has two different things going on that seem to take precedence over this case, which is unfortunate because of the age of the case. Obviously, everybody knows that I'm ready to get it tried. I know that the complaining witnesses and victims' family are obviously ready to get this tried as well.
It has their
have you
those issues, Judge? Yes.
Okay.
You know, they're very understanding. We talked through them when Mr. Gertz and I spoke as well. I have also filed, and I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, I'm glad you, no, please do.
I've also filed numerous documents in this case that was brought to my attention this morning. They did not go through the e-file. They've been e-filed, but they didn't process, I guess, because of the holidays. So I anticipate, I've shared what I filed with Mr. Gertz as well, and I anticipate there'll be more things for the court to address in signing those, but I don't foresee any reason we couldn't be ready for trial very shortly.
So, Mr. Gertz, has there been any change that you know of with regard to either of those? I know you've got a case next door with Judge Stevens, and then also Judge Thomas has a
my answer is
protective order, right?
He does, Judge.
Protection, okay.
I would love to tell you yes, but I can't.
Okay. So just so that because of the nature of this offense and the witnesses and everything, I'm going to go ahead and reset it today. And then we will get it set on the next available trial docket. Make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Gertz. If anything changes between now and then, y'all let me know. Obviously, I'll take a look at whatever comes through. And if there's something we need to do before the next court date, legally or whatever, then we'll take care of that as well.
I don't anticipate that, Judge.
Okay.
With court's permission, before Ms. Holmes sets it on a docket, would you mind if I reach out to the family just to check their schedule? Just kind of need to try to work around the kids, the young kids' spring break, and also the wife of the decedent.
Sure.
Is taking a full load at Lamar right now, and so she just asked me kind of to be cautious of the dates so that she can work around some stuff.
Yeah. So if you'll just make sure, we'll talk about it and get with Ashley on that. Okay. We'll take care of that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right. You're free to go. This is Mr. Hoffpowers on Miguel Martinez. Good morning, sir. You're Miguel Martinez. And this is 25 DCCR 0584. Mr. Martinez is charged with aggravated sexual assault of a child. Mr. Gertz, what is the announcement?
Judge, we're still working through the discovery of this case. I don't know exactly when it was indicted, but this may be our first or second appearance. So.
Looks like you filed your letter of rep June 3rd. So, yep. Any issue with the reset?
Nothing that we're aware of, Your Honor, so no problem with the reset.
So we're getting close to that time on this one, so I'll do a reset. Mr. Martinez, make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Gertz so you guys can go over the case, and we'll see if we get an announcement at the next court date, okay? You're free to go. Good morning, you're Ryan Rogers. So we're here.
Some background or?
Yeah, so, well, it looks like we're here on a motion for early termination.
Yes, Judge.
Let me look at this. So Mr. Rogers is on probation for two cases. In clause number 20-34772, on probation for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. was placed on was it 10-year deferred? Is that correct?
That's correct.
October 26th of 2020.
Yes, ma'am.
And then, oh, thank you. And then in cause number 20-34493 on probation for aggravated assault causing serious bodily injury, same thing, deferred probation for 10 years on probation from the same date of October 26th of 2020 is the date of that probation, correct?
Correct, Judge.
And Mr. Gertz has filed motions in each of those cases for early termination.
Judge, I know typically this is something that you reach out to us in advance and just get our input on it. I just wanted it to be on the record due to the nature of the offense. I've spoken with his probation officer, and I don't believe she has any issue with an early termination. He
I don't-
also successfully completed Veterans Court and has done very well. I just was hesitant due to the nature of his offense.
So my issue with this, and I did get Ms. Malfino's response when I sent it to her. The judicial clemency part is my issue, based on the nature of the offenses.
It's deferred or is it straight?
It's deferred.
It's deferred, so judicial clemency wouldn't be, did I write judicial?
You
clemency?
did.
Oh, well, you don't need to grant judicial clemency because he doesn't have a conviction.
Right, that's what
And
I,
I think that was an issue I wanted.
yeah, I definitely did not.
I'm
I
sorry, so
definitely
that
do-
was just a holdover, I think that I just didn't notice in our filing, so I apologize. So sometimes that comes up, but only with a conviction case, Judge, and these are
Right.
both deferreds. So judicial clemency shouldn't be an issue.
I did also, for the record, get a response from probation from Ms. Martinez that states that pretty much what Ms. Malfino stated, that he successfully completed the veterans program, completed anger management, that he has done well. They just, due to the nature of the offenses, aren't going to make that recommendation and would defer to the court, but are not opposed to it. And that's the position of the state as well. Then at this time, I will grant the motion for early termination of community supervision in each of those cases. I am going to mark through some of this, well, I'm going to mark through that request, that the request came to be considered, and motion for, through that. So I just marked through the part that talked about judicial clemency.
Okay, thank
And
you,
I
Judge.
have granted.
I apologize for that.
Nope, that's okay.
That's an oversight on my.
So, Mr. Rogers, it sounds like you've done great. You're what we want to see with everybody on probation. You've been on for a little over half of your probation period, so you're entitled to early termination if you've done certain things. This is the type of case where I'm glad to be able to say that you've done it all. And you, I'm signing the order today, so you will be off probation. All right, good luck to you. Thank you. She's coming. It's all good. Good morning. You're Ryan Hodge. And Mr. Kimler, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
So waived.
And we're going on the full indictment, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Hodge, in cause number 24, DCCR 1167, you're charged with third-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle from April 11th of 2024. Your indictment further alleges that you were previously convicted of burglary, a second-degree felony, May 12th of 2015 in Grady County, Oklahoma, and on that same date, also convicted of possession of a controlled substance in Grady County, Oklahoma. And then after those were final, you were convicted March 20th of 2018, also in Grady County, Oklahoma, of bribing an officer, and on that same date, convicted of a felon in possession of a firearm in Grady County. How do you plead to that charge? So how do you plead to the original charge that you're evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle? And are those prior convictions true? Did you enter your plea of guilty and true freely and voluntarily? And because you actually did what they've charged you with? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Kimler? Do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And so, is there a fine agreed to?
I marked a fine. I would look that up to the state.
500 is fine.
So it looks like the agreement that you've reached with the district attorney is for a 10-year deferred probation. There would be a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding? I want to make sure you understand that because you've entered a plea of true to all of those prior felony convictions, that this is a little different than a normal 10-year deferred. If you violate, your minimum punishment by law that I could give you if you violate this probation is 25 years, non-negotiable, because you've pled to it this way. If you violate, the minimum is 25. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1.
Without objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Hodge is not competent?
None that I'm aware of, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty and true freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That will give me more information about you, your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. Do you have your discovery certification?
Yeah,
Okay. Go
May
ahead.
I inquire if he has a GPS judge? I know he resides in Oklahoma. I don't know if that would be something that,
Was it part of your bond that you have a GPS monitoring device?
Yes, they have.
So are you wearing that
Yeah,
now?
yeah, they have.
Okay.
you have it on you right now.
No, they've taken it off, like, since prior. I had a problem with it, but I came down there, I've been checking in twice a week. They've changed the stipulation of it, but
So
they said
it-
as long as they changed.
It might have been, so your bondsman had that condition on you?
Yes.
Not the court? Okay.
Yes, but she said you've been following up and going to court, everything's been good.
Okay. All right, so it's very important. Obviously, today, stop and talk to probation. She's going to let you know what you need to do. You're going to need to go to the probation department before you leave. You're going to have to set up that appointment for that pre-sentence report. If for some reason you don't do that and you don't follow through, then you run the risk of me not accepting the plea agreement. Obviously, things could be much worse. If you're arrested for anything between now and when you come back for sentencing, obviously, I'm not going to accept the plea agreement. Things can be a whole lot worse. Do you understand? All right, stop and talk to probation. We'll see you at sentencing. All right, sir, you're Michael Brasher, and this is 23 DCCR 0944. Mr. Brasher's case is set for trial to begin with jury selection next Monday, and what is the announcement?
State's ready for trial.
All right, then this will be the number 1 case. There was only 2 or 1 really left over from yesterday, and so I can go ahead and let y'all know it will be the number 1 case. After today, there will be no plea agreements. If something gets worked out before you leave today, let me know. Otherwise, we'll see y'all Monday, and we'll begin jury selection at 1 o'clock.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. You can go back with the bailiff. Good morning, sir. Are you Michael Victoria? And this is cause numbers 21-36410 and 21-36411. Mr. Victoria is charged with murder in each of these cases. Mr. Matuska, what is the announcement?
Your Honor, at the last setting, I informed the court that it had about 48 DVDs in this case.
Right.
This morning I checked, I'm on 23. I'm about halfway there. And that also includes hundreds of documents I've gone through. So I'm getting close, but I would ask for 1 more regular recess.
Mr. Smith?
Judge, I completely understand this is almost a bucket just with the 2 cases. So.
Right. All right, so I'll do a normal reset to give Mr. Matuska some time to complete all of that discovery, come out and visit with you about it. We'll see if we can get an announcement at the next court date possibly. Okay, you can go back with the bailiff. All right, sir, you Dakota Coon, and this is 23 DCCR 0968. Mr. Coon has a motion to revoke his probation on probation for attempt to commit assault a family member by impeding breath or circulation. One of the or a couple of the allegations have to do in that motion to revoke with the possession of controlled substance out of Chambers County.
Right.
Mr. Lewis has informed me that they have at this point filed those charges and have them over there. And it's asking for a little bit of time to get with them, get all of that information so we can go forward. So I'm going to reset your case, give him a little bit of time to get everything figured out that he can, get with the district attorney, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do at the next court date. All right, you can go back with the bailiff. Good morning. Are you Michael Murillo?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Murillo has 6 cases, cause numbers 25 DCCR 0377, charged with fraudulent use or possession of a credit or debit card, 25 DCCR 0378, burglary of a building, 25 DCCR 1078, burglary of a building, 25 DCCR 1079, burglary of a building, 25 DCCR 1516, burglary of a building, and 25 DCCR 1517, possession of a controlled substance. Mr. Lewis, what is the announcement?
Judge, this defendant here was one that I don't know if he was on bond, but he entered a rehab facility and then turned himself in once he was released from there. Recently, we completed a program. I did reach out to Mr. Hoffmeyer about this, trying to get a resolution, see if we can come to some type of resolution. Mr. Nichols did give me an offer this morning in regards to that, and I talked to Mr. Murillo about it. We wanted to at least have the opportunity to go over some of that stuff in the facility and other things that he did while on bond with Mr. Hoffmeyer.
All right, so Mr. Murillo, I'm going to reset your case, just a normal reset, to give Mr. Lewis time to get all that information, get it to the assistant district attorney, and we'll get an announcement at the next court date. You can go back with the bailiff. Try. All right, are you D'Antonio Riggs? And Mr. Riggs is charged with aggravated robbery and cause number 25 DCCR 0975. We had Mr. Riggs evaluated for competency to stand trial. I'm going to take judicial notice of the court's file. It includes the report from Dr. Grapon, which is dated October of 2025. And I'm not sure if I haven't already made this finding. I feel like I would have had a court date since then, but it is and does have the finding in it that Mr. Riggs is competent to stand trial. Is there any other evidence with regard to competency?
Judge, just that I still have some concerns in regards to that matter, especially after speaking with his family on multiple occasions about their interactions with him. When I talk with him, it definitely gives me concerns about moving forward with how we proceed with this matter. I know he's been evaluated before. I would like for someone else to take a look, if that's possible.
Okay. So if you're still having trouble communicating and understanding, the only thing I can do is at this point have someone else take a look. A few months have passed since this was done. There is a history, it appears, with Spinal Top as well as hospitalizations at Felon and in Houston. So obviously there's some history. So I will reset the case. We'll do an order and request an additional evaluation to see if anything's changed since that last one, since it was October, and we'll get Dr. Hamza to take a look at them and see where we are at that point.
Okay.
All right, you can go back with the bailiff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good morning. Are you Joshua Smith? Mr. Smith, you're charged with fraudulent use or possession of identifying items 50 or more in cause number 25 DCCR 1439. And Mr. Lewis, what is the announcement?
Judge, after speaking with Mr. Smith and with my client, there is some questions in regards to his criminal history that I think we need to clear up.
Okay,
So I know exactly where we stand on this criminal history moving forward. I think that could affect what the offer, what we possibly on the counter could be looking at.
all right, so I'll just do one normal reset to give you some time to get all that taken care of. Mr. Smith, I'm sure Mr. Lewis will be out there to explain all of that to you. We'll get an announcement at the next court date. You can go back with the bailiff.
After multiple resets and motions, it looks like Dustin Knight's case will be pushed for another trial date due to scheduling conflicts, but his defense is still pushing for a fair shot at justice. Meanwhile, Miguel Martinez and Dakota Kuhn are also working through complex legal motions, one looking at potential probation, termination, and the other battling for their freedom after allegations of probation violations. The clock is ticking on all these cases. If you think this courtroom drama is intense, don't forget to like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and hit that subscribe button for more jaw-dropping legal breakdowns.